Yes, we are. Yes, we sure are. We got both of us tonight too. We're here. Oop, hang on, keep going, and we're live in the flush. Hey, good evening. He was giving me an update on the car, saying that he got a lot of it done, and you feel like you're pretty confident you can pull the rest of it off. Uh-oh. I don't know if I went out or you did, but I'm not able to hear you.
I no, I was
The
closing.
usual technical difficulties.
I was closing the YouTube tab. I forgot I had it open.
All right. Well, what's up?
Not much. Already been asleep for a while.
Oh, did you just get up?
Oh yeah, I woke like 8 minutes ago.
Okay. Well, welcome to Saturday evening.
Woke up to like really loud thunder. It's like storming like crazy outside.
It looks like Machine streaming, Flow is streaming, Moose is doing his video game music streaming. But none of them are doing us.
No.
Mm.
What's been going on with since earlier?
Um, Nothing. Me and Frank watched an episode, and then I took a nap and did stuff around here. And now it's Saturday night, and just seeing what's going on. This is my social life.
Yeah.
I don't have a local place. Like if I went to go hang out in person somewhere, I have no place to do that. I'd be a total stranger walking into a new scene somewhere.
Me too. I don't have a place that like I always had one like growing up. I haven't had one in many years now. So
Yeah, same here. I mean, I've tried a little bit to create it, but I didn't get a lot of responses, and it was easier to keep doing my own thing. So it was like the path of least resistance.
yeah. Damn, it's gonna be like heavy raining here, like all day, all the night, and then a couple hours it'll stop, and it'll be raining all day tomorrow. It's been
Oh wow.
tornadoes all over Texas the last few days.
Well, that's all you need. I hope they spare you.
Oh, they haven't been close to us. It's been West Texas.
Okay. Good
West,
night, Frank. It'll
pretty
be good
far.
to not see you tonight. Sleep well. Very unsexy stream. Well, that I'm sorry that we couldn't be there. And don't forget my like, by the way, on your way out. Just tap that thing.
Just touch its butt a little bit, Frank. You know,
Wait, what's tomorrow? What are we doing tomorrow? The
mentally
mentally
ill.
ill. Oh, you play with? What's he talking about?
I don't know.
Explain yourself, Frank. Tomorrow
Yes.
we're doing his script. We're gonna start some of it. Hellblade?
Oh, Hellblade. Okay.
What's Hellblade? That movie?
It's a game. It's a game about a mentally ill woman that thinks she's
You
trying to
play
fight.
with. Okay, I see. Got it. Got it. It's video game talk. That's what threw me. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah. Well, let me know. In fact, if you do you have a link already set up? I'll post it. If not, let me know and I'll share it on all my social media because I wouldn't mind taking a look at that either. Although I have something in the morning, but in between all of that, I can peek in. This is as boob as I've been in a while. Look at all this chesty you're getting tonight. See, look at that. Look, Frank. So just hit the. It's not going to cost you to hit the thumb on the way out. It'll give you more troll, like it'll help you keep this going, so you'll have more troll territory. It's in your own interest to like it.
It really is.
Okay, yeah, I could probably be around. I mean, we'll be doing our stream, but after that, or we could even stream some of it from here and watch it together.
It's an interesting
So
game. I played it a while back.
let's go Hellblade. Go rest up for that and get ready to play this chick. And we'll.
They really the people that made it they actually consulted.
Is
with
it
real-
since she was sacrificed? Is she have a blue face?
Yeah.
Okay.
They consulted.
So
with
what is it like? Are we going into her psyche? Like her
Well,
fragmented,
she
mentally ill
herself
psyche?
is like schizophrenic or delusional or something like that, and like she think all these demons she thinks she's fighting aren't really there. It's like she's fighting.
All right, tomorrow demons on Sabbath Sunday.
She's trying to
Yes.
save her dead boyfriend or something like that, but like it deals with mental health in a pretty subtle, pretty sensitive way. It's pretty good. I mean,
Well, Frank just trolled our stream tomorrow because this is what your script is competing with now.
okay, that's fine.
But we can do it. I think we can outcompete the demons. I can't.
I'm not that worried about it.
I'm not either. Oh my God, I'm even more excited now. That's perfect for Mental Health Month.
Yeah, it's the perfect game for mental health month. That's for sure.
What was the one that started Gamergate? Wasn't it about depression or bipolar and?
Oh, Depression Quest. Yeah. It wasn't really a game. It was a click-through visual novel.
Mm.
It didn't even really have any pictures in it. It was literally just like a novel broken up into like click-through text things. It was barely a game even in the hardest.
So where did the controversy come from?
Because it got good reviews from several game journalists, and the accusation was that the girl that made it like basically slept around to get the good reviews because it was really
because
terrible.
the game itself was not, like, people could tell it was not high quality. So why
Yeah,
was
it was very, very poor. So why did it get good reviews? Yeah.
Oh, okay. And from
Although
there,
the game was free, so I also don't understand like where it's not like anyone was making them pay for it. So it was more like
the
a
way
web
that
browser based thing.
Wikipedia is framing it is that it was because it departed from the typical formats that they're used to that emphasize violence and skill. And so that made people mad that it didn't deliver.
No, I clicked through the
Which,
whole thing.
even just reading this one sentence makes me think like that's bullshit. I don't believe that. Doesn't fit my psychology of what I know about people.
I clicked through the whole thing myself. Like there is no game to it. It's just a story told
It
in
was
like
criticized as boring.
Yeah.
But that to me wouldn't alone escalate into Gamergate. Let's see. She faced harassment in response. Wow. That's not cool.
No, well, the main reason she faced the harassment, which still nonetheless, but none of the harassment was justified at all. But the main reason she faced harassment was because her ex at the time put this post up on whatever site, basically detailing how like she had cheated on him with all these other game journalists to get her.
Oh, the ex did it. Wrote this
Yeah.
post, and then it was like victim after that. White Knight.
Yeah.
Pervert.
And then Anita Sarkeesian kind of inserted herself into the narrative.
Yeah, okay. Because it was all about a female being persecuted by all these male gamers.
Yeah. And then Brianna Wu came out of that same thing too.
Oh, I remember her. She used to debate on the Crucible on Andrew Wilson's. That's where I saw her. I forgot she was connected to that. I didn't like her even on the Crucible. She was very not uncomfortable, but not someone I would choose to watch.
Yeah.
She was cringe. She was cringe. And now that I remember she's connected to Gamergate, it even makes it more. Oh God.
One of the funniest things that came out of Gamergate that people don't even realize is one of the biggest things that kind of Gamergate that people don't realize came out of it is Milo Yiannopoulos.
Oh, really?
That's what he got his start from. He covered Gamergate for Breitbart.
I don't care for him either.
I don't care for him either. I'm just saying, but like a lot of people don't realize that that's where he came from. That's where we got the from was Gamergate. So Gamergate gave us pretty much nothing but terrible things. It was the bad gift that kept on giving.
Well, I'm not a video gamer, so I don't know what's wrong with them. I wonder, would this happen in like the rock world or the cinema world, where somebody makes a movie or maybe an album and the fans, I don't know, some people have criticism of it gets boring or stupid, and it seems like the artist would just go about their life and just go on to the next album or the next game.
I mean, there certainly have been artists.
Something about video gamers that this, for some, is it like the terminally online crowd, or that this inflames them so much?
I think it comes from. I think a lot of it. First of all, like as I've said to many people before about Gamergate, it was most of the people that really cared about it, the people that it got co-opted by a bunch of right wingers and left wingers and stuff like that,
and some trolls too that saw an opportunity. Yeah.
But the main people that actually cared about it were children. And I mean like 13, 14-year-olds that did not have disposable income. And therefore they were very upset about because games are expensive compared to like a movie. You can go to a theater and see a movie for $10 or something like that. You can buy a DVD for $20. But a video game when it first comes out costs, nowadays costs $70.
Oh my God. So there's a big investment.
Yeah. There's a big investment type aspect to it. So like if by process of osmosis, basically the fact that this one girl was like sleeping with people supposedly to get good reviews for her game, which I don't think actually has anything to do with it. I think she just
was this game a $70 game? This was a free game.
No, this was a free browser thing. It had nothing to do with that. But so by process of osmosis, it was like proving that the gaming journalism sector was all corrupt. They were all a bunch of corrupt, like
but this didn't start until that X's blog post, and then that was
the match that started the fire.
And so, because a lot of people read it and took him at his word, and it's like, oh, okay, I see what's going on here. Corruption.
Yeah, and a lot of it was like 14-year-old boy slut shaming too. There was a lot of 14-year-old boys out there that were just like, oh, she's just a fucking slut, and blah blah blah, and it was very childish.
And then it became like a woman under attack that can't defend herself for some reason, or doesn't have the emotional fortitude to hang around men, I guess.
And Anita Sarkeesian and Brianna Wu had nothing to do with it, but they inserted themselves into the narrative because it was like Anita Sarkeesian specifically, and both of them for clout, just suddenly like, oh, me too, I also am being harassed, and then like they gained shit from that, and then
because the same thing happened with Elevator Gate and the atheist movement, and
exactly.
Yeah,
it's
a tactic I've seen, or at least a pattern I've seen over and over.
It's a very similar.
Daniel, this comment to me sounds just like capitalism. This is exactly what I would expect a for-profit company to do. My ex used to make video games, and he said that yes, they do stuff like this, and they even hire like teams of psychologists to study the brain and the neurology and like just exactly the amount of dopamine to keep them addicted at, and when to like give them a break to start more dopamine, etc., because they want to maximize the money that they can make from people. So yes, that and this is all known, and I think even admitted to by some people in the industry. I don't think it's an evil conspiracy to like mind control the masses, but I do think that it's how can we make as much, because they do it like gaming does it too. Vegas gambler. I had a friend that worked. He helped make some of the chips that go in the slot machines that control, and they can control those chips. They can make it loose or tight or whatever. And so he was explaining how they work it to their advantage to get the maximum amount of profit for their input.
If there's a machine that's paying out too much, they can from their central offices, they can adjust the settings of that machine from there. And that's the reason why if you wanted to go and gamble in Vegas, like when I lived there, like that's why you always want to go to like the old downtown section, stuff like that, where things were a lot more like
looser.
Well, they were more the mechanical machines, the actual mechanical machines that didn't have like the chips and stuff in them. The ones that weren't video, the ones that had the real reels and stuff on them, those couldn't be controlled as easily. Like there were ones that were fancier ones that were made to look like the old machines that were just like computers too. But they're like if you found some of the places in the really old casinos that had old machines in them, those machines would pay you out a lot better.
Do they still have those?
I don't know if they have any of them left now. Like that was God, that was years and years back. Shreveport used to have some.
I even remember I used to play back when you had the floppy disk games in the 90s before like AOL and social media. And if you got like Myst and games like that, so they were puzzle based, and if you got stuck, there was a little hotline you could call, and it charged you by the minute to get different hints to get you past, because that was before you could go online and like chat with people or look at bulletin boards. At least the common person couldn't. My nerd friends knew how to get on the BBS system, but so I would call sometimes when I got stuck and get those hints. That was even a way of like milking more money that I paid for the initial game, which was a hard disk. But I just
especially in a game like Myst, where like the puzzles were so obtuse. Like there's puzzles in some of those games from back then, man. That like I don't know how anyone was ever supposed to figure out.
I would get together with my really smart friends, and we'd all try to solve them together. And like all of the synergy, our brains would like sync up, and the synergy would we'd all suddenly start to see the answer. And we would go home and try to solve them on our own, and we would get stuck. We'd all meet together and try to see if we could help each other figure out how to get to the next level.
I hear you. Yeah.
And that's how we beat it.
It's just great. There's a couple of like
I consider what you're calling shady tactics. I call that capitalism. Shady tactics to me is just part of capitalism. It's how they upsell you at the fast food places or the movie cinemas, overcharge for their concessions and all that stuff. Armageddon. Who is this trying to come in? Probably somebody we know.
Probably so. That's the only people that show up.
Okay. It is somebody we know. Hey, what's up?
Hey, what's up?
Yeah,
what does it really mean? It is somebody we know. I don't use an auto tuner.
Auto tuner? No, I didn't know. I didn't think anybody did. You mean to just talk on the panel?
Is that like a trick question?
No, I didn't know anyone did that.
I didn't know anybody used
auto tuner. An auto tuner is that not the same thing as an audio tuner?
Yeah, I know. But I didn't know that people did that on the panels to change their voices or anything like
that. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if they're using AI to generate their images nowadays, why would they not be? That's the reason why I'm the way I am.
People that we know on the panel, I don't know anybody that does. I'm sure there's YouTubers out there that do
it. How you doing?
What's going on?
No, I was just checking in. This is the first time I've tried to check in with anybody today, period. When I say anybody, I mean just anybody in general.
Oh.
Just because I'm just trying to take a break from YouTube because apparently see, I hear an echo too. What is that about?
Yeah, I kind of hear it too in the background. It's not big on my end, but audience, let me know if it's bad. That sounds healthy. How is that going? The break?
Actually, well, it's going good as far as like my ability to communicate with people on here, but it's kind of also made it a little difficult for me. I'm trying to fix that audio stuff, guys. For me to be able to interact with people and be like actually trust. I can't trust a damn person.
You talking about like
Honestly,
in real
these days,
life?
I can't trust anybody. And on YouTube, it's gotten to that point where I subbed from Caucasian Sasquatch and Flow.
Sasquatch too? I thought y'all were good friends.
Yeah, that's the thing. So like, I know I'm not. For one, let me please, I can't stress this enough. I'm not on drugs, but I look at my phone and I see how much AI is coming up lately, and then I do know about the audio tuner thing, and then people don't want to cam up all the time, and like, so when people will like, sometimes we think we recognize their voice, but they can change the pitch and the tone on their microphones, so they don't always sound the same, and they don't put their pictures up. That's the reason why I'm such a dick sometimes about me, and when people come on my panel having it up, because they don't, if I don't trust them, or if they don't trust me, why should I trust them? If they just out of nowhere, we just met, and maybe that's what my issue is. I trust everybody until they give me a reason not to.
Yeah, I am the same way. I wonder if this is Southern
And that's
thing. I am the exact same way, and I get burned a lot.
yeah.
But I
Yeah.
don't know any
And
other
what
way to be. I don't know how to go around being suspicious all the time for no reason.
well, it'll make me suspicious of people, or then it'll make me really doubt myself as to whether or
Yeah.
not I'm not a narcissist, because I can actually feel empathy. But I've seen narcissists and they're really good at faking it, and they are really good at manipulating. So my conclusion that I come to recently was like, okay, the God and the devil are both real. Unfortunately, one is male and one is female, and we're all the fallen angels. Or we would not have such a warped view sometimes of each other's perspectives on reality and the way things are. And that's why I'm so suspicious of some people and others I'm not. And people can say that I'm a Satanist all they want to, but I think the whole as above, so below is it reverses. Sometimes one's moody, sometimes the other one is, and then we're in the middle of it.
I totally get that. Made so much sense, especially
I mean, I don't know how else to say it. Like, I don't even know if I'm on a live
the
stream
idea that we're fallen
or
angels all trapped in our own warped reality, like that's the most accurate description of reality in the panel verse that I've heard from anybody so far. Like that.
So this would be him. So
So
this would be the epitome. This is because jail. Honestly, sometimes jail's like a vacay to me. Sorry, I'm talking to people that I feel like I could trust. Okay, so just chill. And I have to talk to my TV. I'm talking to my TV, not a shadow person. I'm talking to a TV on the wall that has a Google picture on it.
Why? What is it telling you that you have to tell it?
They're listening, and they just listen. I'm helping them. So, the TV, the TV listens to me. Yeah. Hold on, let me check and see if the right light's on.
Wait,
yeah. The TV's listening. At least I hope it is. I hope somebody hadn't hacked into that and muted me. That'd suck. That would really suck. I think sometimes my audio issue. Oh God, look, there it goes. Oh, that is so fucked up.
What's happening? Uh-oh. This is like Blair Witch. We lost her. What? It's like that demon movie, Chris, that we watched.
Yeah.
What happened to her? Barb? Uh-oh. Now demon is going to pop up on the screen. Uh-oh. I think she got. The voodoo lady got her. Uh-oh. This is cool. Until we find out what happened. But I don't know if you're there, Barb. The thing about the TV listening to her, I'm trying to kind of assess what kind of state she might be in.
I don't know. That's what Lindsay used to talk about all the time whenever she was in psychosis. So it makes me worry. Lindsay thought the TV was listening to her all the time and talked back to her and stuff.
And I don't know what the audio tune. She said it not auto tune, but audio tuner. So let me see what that is.
Oh, I think she means auto tune, like just like you can use a voice manipulator.
Oh, because Snafu did that one day. He managed to come on panel. He did like fake some identity backstage. I think he used Cynthia's picture or her name, or and it made me think, oh, okay, yeah, he's cool. That's one of us. And then he started his, and I had to kick him off. And so that's how he got around it. Was he did try to fake an identity to get past the troll filter. Yeah, kind of something along those lines. I'm thinking. I worked in patient psych for a while, and it's like setting off my set. Like this is where I'd go get a staff and have them, like somebody higher level, and have them kind of pass their eyes over it. But mainly, what I was going to ask her, and if you're listening, if you have services, if you see someone, if you know how to connect with services, if you need to, if you know the resources in your area, etc. And I know you're in a state right now where it seems like it's hard to trust, but you may be in a situation where that's the best course. And so just lining all that up now if you don't have it. And the break sounds healthy, although I don't know what's going on in real life, but definitely keep checking in when you need to, if that's helping you. Like use any avenue of support you have right now. And I think your instincts are good. Like your instincts to reach out and your instincts to take breaks, etc., is good. It's a healthy instinct. So, all right. I haven't checked the news at all until today. I'm sure. Let me guess. Trump, Israel. What else is going? Oh, the protest. Yeah, New York City says. It seems generational. It's like the students trying to save the world against the evil boomers that are out of touch and trying to stop them. The mayor of London got reelected. Let me see if there's any tweets. Yeah, a lot of stuff on the protest. Oh, this is a good tweet from this guy. Confused Confucian Catholic. I'll just read it. I practice trying to see the world as is, or as is possible as we epistemically can. So me too. I do that. I have also seen that women and men view the world legitimately, in parentheses, differently. So, okay, before I even go on, how do you reconcile that with being able to see the world as it is? Because that assumes there's something that transcends any individual different like way we might see it. Also note that some people see the world more clearly than others, and I tend to focus on their views rather than others. And then he... Okay, so this is in response to a whole tweet thread about... Oh, yeah, I wanted to talk about that. The bear thing. Do y'all know about that? Women saying they would rather encounter a bear than a man that's going around.
No, I have not heard that.
It's a me. It's like the last couple of days. It's a video. They're like man on the street, and they went and asked a bunch of women, would you rather encounter a bear or a man? And a lot of them said, oh, we'd feel safer encountering a bear. Like that's how dangerous they think men are. And that kind of fear is taught. Like that is not based on realistic experiences. There's no way that many it can be. And so there's a whole Twitter dialogue about that, and I just realized it was in response to that. But so somebody's paraphrasing the tweet saying women are saying that male violence and hatred against women is so bad that they think they might be safer around a bear. And they say the healthy male response is, wow, it's really troubling that women feel that way. What can I do? I agree it's troubling women feel that way. I don't necessarily conclude that there's something because of me or something I need to do. Like, I need to figure out what about the women is contributing to that first. So I don't know that that's necessarily the healthiest male response. And then he's saying the response that women are getting. Yeah, that's what it is. Women are getting a lot of flack because of this video thing. Women are dumb. I'm a nice guy. I hope the bear kills them. And the guy says the point is not that women are dumb. It's that we have many heuristic biases that cause us to be poor at risk assessment. Yes. And this instant is just localized to women because of the framing, but that we all do it. We tend to think things we're afraid of are more likely than they are. I see that here with all the conspiracy theorists. We tend to think of things that horrify us as more likely than they are. And I'm the one saying, and I do this with my friends on the left too. Like, I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think that nightmare scenario is realistic. I'm not worried about it. I don't have the same level of fear that you do. It happens with the climate changers. I'm not in the same like catastrophe mindset about it that they are. So we ignore higher risks that seem normal to us. Insurance companies do actuarial risk, and our brains do very localized and highly skewed risk assessment. All of us, not just women. So this is perfectly comprehensible in that framework and normal for humans. We are super freaked out by the idea of our kids being taken by strangers, but we routinely throw them in the back seat and go shopping. Yet 3 to 5 times as many children are killed in car crashes as are abducted by strangers each year. So the point is how, when it comes to fear, okay, here's Barb. Hey, what's up?
If my phone died, like as soon as I started talking to you guys about that, my
I
phone
know
just shut off.
it was creepy. We're like, did the demon get her?
Dude, I didn't even, it tripped me out. I didn't even know what the hell happened. And then when my phone cut back on, it instantly cut back on and was in like a whole nother stream from another freaking channel that I'd never even heard of. I was like,
it was on automatically.
When my phone cut on, it was already in YouTube and in the stream, another channel stream running.
Wow.
That's what I'm talking about, guys. That's why I've been taking a break.
Like I'll show her. Teach her to try to take a break.
No, see, no, it's me just fed up with the people. Okay, like you can't just, okay, with me and what I did. Why is my screen not rotating? Where's the rotate button?
I don't know. You're sideways too. That also adds to the effect.
That's what I'm saying. No, because my button is doing that. The button is doing that. No, now see when I watch. What? Nope. Okay, see the rotate button on my phone when I hit it. There's another icon that pops up for it. Yeah, I know. But now my home screen is over here to the left.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I hardly ever use my phone. I don't. Chris might know. So you said that well, yeah, I stay away from a lot of the streams too when the people get too over dramatic or dysfunctional. So I think that's good. Like I do the same thing.
Yeah, because I mean, I guess the only way I could sum it up is like, because we are fallen angels. We're creations of what we're told is God and the devil, and we were given our ultimate superpowers from birth, and then we use them for nefarious purposes or whatever, and that's why we're stuck in this hell realm until we learn how to communicate better with one another. And there's people that see that within some of us, the empath especially. Those must have been the ones that understood the purpose of it all and how we're all interconnected. Because you can't have one without the other. And then there's the middle. That's the end game.
But the empaths like you are the ones that are going to attract the trolls because you're the most vulnerable. It's like the sharks, the blood, and the water because they see that as a weakness and they can prey on that if you don't know how to
I know
keep them.
because right now there's like, okay, so I'm looking at what should be my computer screen, and there's a huge picture of a humpback whale. Now, last week when all this weird shit was going on, every once in a while when I would come out of the bathroom, there would be a picture of a bear, and it was surrounded by a bunch of sharks. And I'm like, why is the bear in the water when there's all these sharks? But that's a whole nother story. But weird stuff like that, or this Atlantis picture that's showing up right now. I know what that stuff means, and it greatly affects me.
So you don't think it's random? You think there's a purpose behind it?
Yeah, I know there is.
Do you I was asking earlier. Do what?
It's not because I don't like them. If I block you, but it's not 90% of the time, it's because I have just figured out something is going on my screen, and so that you don't get fished or some shit. There's somebody trying to hack into me, and our link is connected. I'm trying to block you completely so that it shuts it off.
Okay.
The bots is what's really fucking us up.
I think people should block. Like, that's just people taking care of themselves. I think people should block liberally.
To an extent. To an extent. But if they're not aware of all of the shit in every window that they're blocking in all of their widgets, then it's causing a problem.
Because like you can block them universally across YouTube, or you can block them on individual streams. So if you go to a different stream, then you could see them again.
Yeah, and when I look at my analytics, I can't see their name. It's the way it's written to me. That's the reason why I identify as non-binary. I'm a non-binary code reader. I can read code. Like sometimes I'll be talking to y'all, and there behind the screen is a whole script of computer code written behind it that I'm reading that you guys can't see. The logs.
Wait, what is it?
Overlay the nerd stats on your phone.
Is it like can we see the code? Is it something we can turn on, or?
Yeah, there should be a setting in your phone that you can turn on, and even in YouTube you can enable.
I'm on a laptop. Like I know the laptop, you can like go to a web page and inspect it or turn on the and it pulls up a different side panel with all this code on. Oh. Yeah, I don't know how YouTube blocking works. I know like I can hide people. Like I could hide you right now, and then nobody that comes to my stream could see you, whether you want them to or not. But then you could like block Daniel Price or hide him, but like just for this channel, or I think there's a way to hide him permanently where you never have to see him on YouTube at all. I don't really know how, like the different.
Can you see my keyboard right now?
I see. You talking about behind you?
Oh, no, yeah. I didn't do that. I'm just sitting in front of my green screen. All I did was push a button that hits it in the desktop mode.
This is why.
And it literally rerouted it back to this with the green screen. I did not do nothing but that.
So you didn't just set this up. This just happened.
That just now happened. Yep.
Wow.
Swear to God.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the reason why it trips me out. See, and unless Sasquatch is backstage running it, and I don't see him, but he's not back there that I'm aware of.
Oh, he's not. He's not on my stream for sure.
And I don't see anybody chat. Wait a minute, let me see. Pull in chat. Wait, no, it's saying I'm not streaming to my audience.
Yeah, no, you're not set up. You can if you want, but it doesn't have you streaming so far.
I wonder if it's. Let's do this. Let's go to this. Let's go to my channel, where I go to my channel because I don't want it to affect random people. That's why I'm not big on making sock accounts. If I make a sock account, it's only because I'm trying to interact with people that I fucking trust, and I wish they'd not. I don't want them to get affected by this.
I was asking earlier.
There's a virus. There's like a virus going on within the computer system. Within the main computer, I guess is how you'd say it.
Like
I don't know. I guess God starts the flu. No, I don't have. That's why I don't own a desktop. I have desktop mode on my phone.
So you only use your phone. You only do it from your phone.
Yeah. or the screen, which everybody calls the TV, but that's my desktop screen. See, it's still saying I'm not streaming to my audience, so I wonder where it's going.
Yeah, it's not showing you streaming yet. Usually it shows.
Yeah, I know, and I already hit the button. You know what? The link at the top of mine probably is not the same as your stream link. Yep, but if I don't want to call it out because somebody's
that lets you stream to your channel. Does it have the little button that lets you stream to your channel?
I'm looking right at it. It says stream this to your audience, and then I click it. But it's blue, right?
Yeah.
Other people's have their set up.
And then when you click it, you pick the channel you want to see. Like you connect your YouTube channel to it, and then it starts streaming.
Yeah, like right now, it's already rerouting me to a different one to pick. I'm gonna go pick the other one, and let me see if it'll just start streaming there. And if it does, you may not recognize the icon, but my name is still
you have more than one channel you can stream to?
Just this is on this phone because I don't have the desktop. This is how I reroute it back to me so that it does not, so other people are not getting, like somebody is really operating my phone from somewhere else, because I literally could just be holding it.
You think somebody on the Panelverse might be controlling your phone?
Yeah. Well, no. Somebody in my real life is impersonating somebody on the Panelverse, and they're doing it that way. Yeah.
Wait,
and I don't know who
somebody in your real life is coordinating with somebody from the Panelverse?
No, I think somebody in my real life will appear on the panel and not cam up if I'm on the same panel with them, but will sit there and listen, or either be in chat and is doing stuff to fuck with my channel to bring it down. Why? I don't fucking know. Unless they're just spying on me, think I'm doing shit that I'm not doing. Like, can y'all see my feet right now? Or do you see my face?
Just your face. Well, now we see your screen.
Okay. Well, there's these little quippy comments in my personal life. Like when I'm on my particular.
Well, wouldn't they be like showing porn or something? Like porn bombing your screen?
What do you mean?
If they were trying to shut your channel down, they would put something on it that.
Well, that's why they would make comments about my feet having OnlyFans accounts and shit like that, or something stupid. My screen just went black.
Daniel says right here, have you tried
when I said that? See,
that's a virus scan.
I could try. Honestly, if I don't look, if the link looks anyway suspicious, then I don't really hit it. If it's blue right now, chances are I'm probably not going to hit it. Whatever that means. I hate that background. That's me, and I know why they did that.
Do you have the power to change it yourself on the phone?
Wait just a minute. That person that's like right there, that's not me. That's me. That I covered up, but the other person is not me, and I didn't do that part of the picture.
With the polka dot skirt.
I don't see a polka dot skirt.
Wherever she's wearing her pants.
What are they showing you? Okay, let me move out of the way. That's the green screen.
In fact, I can.
This is a green screen. Oh, it's a chair. Fuck. My chair is green.
Oh, okay.
It's another miniature picture of me. But the back.
Okay.
So there's one. Yeah. No, not right now. I don't think.
Oh, and then you could see if it changes back. Like change it to something else, and then see if it changes back, or take it off and see if it comes back on.
Let's do this.
Because you can turn off your StreamYard background completely, and then nobody should be able to turn it back on.
That's what I'm saying. But see, whenever me and my friend started dating, which we're not anymore, for sure now. Oh yeah, of course my phone is still saying space.
Your SIM card, like check your. Make sure nobody can get to your SIM card.
What do you mean get to the SIM card?
It's that little card you can take in and out of the phone that you can transfer to other phones. And if if they get a hold of that, they don't necessarily have to have your phone, but he said they can run your phone remotely from that.
Yeah. Do you realize how much stuff they're running remotely from shit like that? So shush, just a second. This stupid shit, like that card, don't even have to have the little gold thing in it for them to still be able to access.
I don't. This is way over my head. I just have a.
So this little thing right here is a key. Those little thing that you have to stick in the side to pull it out to get the old SIM card out and put a new one in.
Right. Yeah.
That's a key. That's a key. The whole phone is a scanner, front, back, side, even the buttons. And I didn't realize that. No, who reads their phone manual all the way through?
I don't know. I don't understand all the new technology either. Hey, Daniel Barry. Good evening. Yeah, but you could change the background and then see if it changes back.
Let's see if it'll let me. I'm telling you, it's probably not. Let's see, virtual background. That's only because it's blue. Yeah, no, it just made me bigger. And it says for best performance, we recommend using a green screen. That's what I'm doing, ass clown. Thank you.
Or just turn that off, and then it'll just show your bedroom background. And then
actually,
then
I knew it. I knew it.
Somebody turns it back on.
They wanted me to do that for a reason.
Or leave the background up. That's how do you?
I figured it out. I know what I'm doing. I figured it out.
Okay.
What it is they're okay. So somebody thinks they're slick and they know what they're doing, and by getting me to talk, if they're like, they know I have a screen. You see, right now it's asking me, do I have a green screen? I've already set all of this stuff up. So now that it's asking me to do this again,
no, but you know what? StreamYard does not save settings though. It does the same thing to me. I have to every time I open it, I have to reset all the settings.
Really? Are you what?
Yeah, it's annoying. Why? It's a StreamYard thing. It's annoying. It doesn't remember your
settings. Like when you don't have, okay, so let me ask you something. When you guys go in, do you not have the option? Like right now, my screen is like maybe this big. I can see you guys, myself, and down here, another me. And then to the left, it says you're in the show. Everybody can hear you. Then it's got the private chat, but it's not showing it, of course. But if I click on comments, it'll ask me to join. And if I post a comment, then it's going to show the other thing.
I more or less see the same thing. There's the comment box on the right. Yeah. And there's our little boxes at the bottom.
Right. But y'all are reading the text. What color is it?
Black and white.
For very seldom does that shit get to me.
With their little icons, like each one has a little different little picture, round circle picture.
Like and y'all all have your YouTube badges. I get that. I'm aware. It kills me though sometimes. I'm like, people, we're all in America, right?
I think we have some UK and Irish and definitely Norwegian. Wow, we're Canadian.
You can see that on me.
Canadians.
I was just laying down.
We're more international than I realized. Look. So you can take it to your store, your phone store, and they can check it for you. He said.
I've only been trying to get there for about 3 days. That's not even the point. It should have come off my card. That's why I have a damn card. And it takes it out automatically. And it didn't. And that's when I knew something was up. And I don't even run a Cash App banner.
I'm sorry you're having such a hard time lately. It sounds like you've got a lot of stressors in your life right now. I understand that.
It's just annoying.
Did the break help? Like, did it reduce the stress, and did coming back bring the stress back, or does it help being back.
Taking the break is actually let me get some of the shit that I needed to get done. But what I do is very freaking stressful. Like nobody wants, like if I show up, I'm not there to be friendly. I have a job to do. There is something going on and it needs to be checked in the city here, and I've got to take care of it. And if I don't, then my whole town is going to be without freaking Wi-Fi or whatever, internet access, whatever, if it doesn't get fixed. Period.
What do you
no
do?
phone, no nothing. We'll be using landlines.
I didn't know. What do you do then? What's your job?
I'm supposed to be. I assess the towers, but it's through the graph, and YouTube is the main source that it's led back to. So somebody's hacked into YouTube, and the way they have it's spider webbed out. So we're trying to contain it in this area because it's gotten that far out. So that's why I'm scared to. That's why I'm just recently getting to the panel. How long YouTube has been around? I didn't even start adding content till like recently.
You work for YouTube?
No, I don't work for YouTube. I guess that's what they call themselves. I guess that's their name.
Hey, Jack.
Maybe that's who I work for. I don't know. I'm not allowed to say their name. Like here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I
mean, that would be counterproductive to like, yeah.
Do they pay you well?
I'm trying to work for YouTube.
It's not
YouTube. We're at 200 short.
Is it a good job? Does it pay well? I mean, is it help you pay your bills and stuff at least?
No.
271.
No, because every time I put my Cash App up, my freaking shit gets taken. Every time. So that's that's when I realized what I was supposed to be doing. And I was like, oh, that button, that thing that showed up when you that's what I'm looking. I'm taking that for a reason. Why?
What do you mean your shit gets taken? What shit gets taken?
My money, my paycheck, the color.
Wait, when you put your like Chris has his Cash App up, when you put yours up, money comes out of your account?
If I donate, then yes, it will come right back out. I mean, it'll donate, and then when I go look, and it'll say pending, and then later when I click completed, and I get out of the app and go back in, it's rerouted to the person that I sent it to.
Okay.
Wow.
Well, I mean, why don't you try using Venmo? Or Venmo has a much more secure.
I'm about to order I'm gonna order a whole new freaking card again. But it's not even that, y'all. You can tap your cards together. If you tap them together, they're linked.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. That really fucking sucks. Yeah. So like you'll be just sending shit back and forth, and then you're like, do you guys have the what is it? The option to round your change up?
To do what?
If you send somebody cash or you pay for something with your Cash App card at a store, right? And there's change.
Oh, I don't know. I've never tried it. I don't know if I have it or not.
No, you would know if you had it. It shows up. It says right at the top. It'll say savings destination.
I don't have Cash App at all. I don't use Cash App at all. So
what? What do you use? You don't have to say. PayPal. That's better. That's good. That's good because that's not where it's going.
I use my bank account some, but I use Venmo or Cash App for quite a few things.
Yeah, I think. Well, PayPal just bought Venmo too. Although they're not.
Yeah, well, they've run them for a while, but Venmo just they have better like early deposit stuff than like the other ones do. You can get your deposits earlier and stuff like that if you have deposit stuff. So that's the only reason I use them.
Oh, Venmo, like gets it to you faster.
Like
I don't
like
have. I've never had
my little
Venmo.
tax refund I got my tax refund like a lot earlier than I should have.
You did it through Venmo?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
I
it has
used to have.
it's a bank account. It has routing numbers and everything, so it works just like a bank account does.
Oh, okay. I've only given out my Venmo name or something. I've never had to give out like routing information, but I guess the IRS.
Yeah, that's only if you're going to like the IRS. Or
Yeah.
But I mean, it has to have, they have to have some way to track it. I mean, it is money. Whatever that is.
I guess, like I said, that's where I really start to feel dumb. I am so illiterate about
Like,
all
okay,
this.
so okay, what it is when you are binary, well, like you can read binary code, you can read the regular alphabet, and you can read barcode because you can read backwards, and you can read it really fast. Which is why usually if I'm reading a chat, I'm scrolling. Also, what's bold versus what's not bold, and what's italicized also means a bunch of different stuff to me in my job. Like that, I check all of that shit for a reason. Each of that goes to a different folder, and people don't seem to get that, and it fucks my. That's why I have bricked so many phones.
I don't want to pry too much, and I don't want to. Because I understand simply you have like there's like some level of secrecy, but like how did you go about getting this job? Like, I mean, how did you apply for it and stuff? Like, was it like an ad you responded to or something, or?
I still don't know what the job is.
No. Sure.
It's making sure that everything. I'm checking the perimeter of a very, very large property, and the way they do that is through the internet because it's that big. I guess
the perimeter of a what?
A property.
A very large property, privately owned property in the town. Yeah, that's why I have to walk so damn much, all the time.
Oh, in real
all
life.
the time.
In real life.
And when I get pissed off about shit, I end up in jail.
Okay.
Yes.
For YouTube?
I'm like when Harmon. No, not YouTube. Where I'd be calling them burgers up like y'all first need to be paying, but they're not.
Well,
but they're not.
I guess if they're not paying you, then I guess I would probably quit then.
No, because the break that I've took from here helped me figure out, because I actually started going through each individual device that I had and each different like folder and getting rid of stuff. And I noticed that when I would block something here and then go all the way back here and look at it, stuff was missing or stuff had been changed in little ways. Like, for example, there was 2 people last week that gave me their phone number backstage. And when I immediately called it, it got rerouted because it just said it wasn't working. Now, I know how to dial the number with the area code. I know how to use a bloody phone. So, like, no. I don't like people thinking I'm being disingenuous. Like, if I give you my actual, which I've given several people my actual phone number, which is probably dumb, but it's like, how am I going to know that you're not a bot that is just fucking around doing stupid shit nefariously?
Wait, how would you give your phone number to a bot?
How would you know unless they did something like that? A bot to me is a disingenuous
I would think
person.
you were only giving it to people that you knew or had conversation with. So if it was a bot, it would be like a strange, like initial conversation with a strange person.
Right. And if you didn't, if they seemed like they were, look at that. Wow. We're going to reroute it back now. Somebody's trying to get.
Uh-oh, you're chopping up again.
Wow. I know, because somebody, look, I had a notification pop up in my bar.
Right,
hold on.
It could be very meta, like a Charlie Kaufman script. We're creating it right now.
No, what it is. Really? Okay, see, like, I think, wait, that's, okay.
This is so wild.
I'm reading the chat. Oh, I'm paranoid. You wish, bro. I'm reading the chat. I know that they want me to read that. They want me to, because that way they can have me I
I think
see,
we have
so
like
that they can do their stuff.
just a few viewers on YouTube, so there may not be much chat. There's a
I'm
lot going on
scrolling there.
tonight. So. Yeah. We're like the after hours club for people that just want something chill.
I know, that's why I stayed away for a while and went through all my stuff. And as soon as I see certain stuff, and especially how it's written, oh, that's cute.
Oh, Flow stopped. I guess Flow ended. Machine is still going. It looks like Machine's just doing a restream.
This is awesome. This is awesome.
I saw iFi restreaming Flow's channel earlier, but
Yeah, I wasn't there for that part.
I haven't really gone on many streams, so.
Yeah, I really don't either. I mean, we stream enough here. We're doing sometimes twice a day now, and so I don't really have. That's plenty of streaming. I don't even have the time to go on other streams anymore.
Does that last comment down there, that one from Mr. Price there, you want to go into more detail than that, because I understand TOS, and I'm aware of that.
If you call him Mister, he's gonna get the big head and get even more.
Oh, as if he doesn't already.
Let's call him DP or Danny boy. Get away with terrible things. Yeah, but that's capitalism. Letting scumbags get away with terrible things that makes money for everybody else. As long as nobody rocks the boat, everybody's happy.
Well, define what's a scumbag? What's YouTube plays favorites and they
sounds
scumbags.
like capitalist in general. Like anybody that exploits the system to make a little bit of profit is a scumbag.
I could see that.
I'm only going off of his previous comments for context, but that's the impression I'm getting. Is there's an anti-capitalist vibe to it.
Jack Law should write the book there for YouTube, since he knows so much about the law. Apparently, Jack's Law 2.0.
To knock on wood.
What is that?
You said the impression that I get. You said that's the impression that I get. That song.
What?
If I ever had to knock on wood, but I think I shouldn't.
Well, who sings that?
There goes another one. I just got another notification about StreamYard, or not StreamYard, but Google trying to get into my shit.
I think it was the Mighty Boss song. No. Okay.
And they want when people ask random stuff like that, that's they're especially if I'm on a panel and they just ask weird, random, seemingly random out of nowhere. No. I don't know. It's some fucked up way to spell the mob. I don't know.
Oh, I love the Boss Tones. Yeah, I used to have their album. Someday I suppose.
The what?
Sorry.
He said the impression that I get, and I just reminded me of the song by Mighty Boss Tones. The impression that I get, it says, "If I ever have to knock on wood."
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, I know what you're talking about now. Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't.
I was always told.
Wow, Chris. In the back of my mind, I'm like, yeah, there's a song called that. No, the impression I get. But I should have known I should have known you would know it. But I'm like, but yeah, that couldn't be the one he's referring to because
that's from the late '90s. Of course, I remember that was very popular.
Well, I found him in the early '90s. He used to play him on 120 minutes.
The guy had that voice, that like gravelly voice. He's like,
I was looking for like a Pixies, somebody like Pixies adjacent, and they were kind of close at the time.
Okay. Okay.
So when you're taking this break, are you taking a break from the phone completely too, or just from YouTube?
No, not just YouTube. My work started in my phone, and then it led me back to having to actually get on fucking YouTube, which I never used to do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I hate it. I hate being on YouTube. I do not like. I don't like interacting with people. Huh?
Can you sign off right now if you wanted to?
No, because it's not done. I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it there. It's fine there, but over here it doesn't. It's still not right. Oh,
Where's
it's still not
NeuroJack?
right.
I need him.
NeuroJack
Need him
is
to help me
NeuroJack.
figure this one out.
NeuroJack. I notice he jumps off a lot whenever I come up and flows.
I haven't talked to him in a while.
No, every time he keeps going on about YouTube drama, like Paula Enslaved or Jack Talcott, or it's always a stream about some current drama person. And today he was showing, it was like one of those stops where the cops stop somebody and they try to do this. I'm not driving, I'm traveling. And I have the right to travel as a citizen. I don't need a license. And the cop is like, well, you're operating a motor vehicle. No, I'm not operating it. I'm traveling. I'm exercising my free right to travel. It was that kind of content that he's doing lately. So I don't have anything to contribute to that.
You would think with him used to be a banker, he'd know more about what stockbroking is, but apparently, I guess I don't have an understanding of that like I thought I did. So
I have
yeah,
no understanding of it.
I don't know how to make any money on stocks or anything like that.
Stock, I remember stocks from the Game of Life where you could buy stocks and then you put it on 3 numbers on the number strip and you spin the wheel, and if it comes up with those numbers, you get some extra money. And so I grew up thinking, oh, that's what stocks are. You buy it and then you take a risk and you might get some extra money. And it's they give you a little certificate, like a stock certificate that you would keep with you.
Oh, I think
that's my level of stock knowledge. It stayed at the Game of Life.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it has not advanced beyond that. I don't know what I wouldn't know a stock if I saw one. I don't know what it is. I know it's you buy it.
Yeah,
this is how financially illiterate I am. Like if someone has a company, you could invest in it, like put some of your money in it, like you would in a savings account, but it's in their company instead. And then if they make money, you get a little bit of that money, and your stock value goes up. But it can go down too. So it's like a risk. And then some are more stable than others. So there's like higher risk investments or stocks that are more volatile. I don't know how
based on other people's money. Right. The stock market is gambling based on other speculation.
I lived in Vegas, and the people in Vegas that knew what they were talking about would tell me that the stock market is where the real gambling is. Don't waste your time on all this casino stuff. If you're going to gamble, do it on the stock market. Well, I'm not. If I put a quarter in and get 50 cents, I cash out. I double my money. So I'm not gambling on any of it.
I don't blame you. I think I had that discussion earlier.
I'm just not a money person. I hate money. I just hate it's such a clumsy way to organize society. We could do that's my utopia. I can think of so many better ways to organize than this transactional system of money that we have. But it would depend on people being completely different than they actually are right now. Oh my God, Chuck, what is out of how much? Like, is this over time or in one big?
I'm trying, man. I'm so sorry.
What happened? See, now it's showing the green screen. Your background went away.
I know.
What's going on?
This dude shit that it's like either somebody gained it or he actually lost it. If he actually lost, I'm so sorry, man. I'm sorry.
Something's going on your end with the technology.
Yeah. That's why everybody's like, why don't you just leave? Well, I wish I could.
Chuck, that sounds like a lot of money.
Shit like that.
how much? 88,000 out of how much? Like, how much did you start with?
Not a lot.
That sounds like a lot.
I've never asked them. I've never asked them. That's not my business. That'd be like asking God that'd be like asking God the recipe to create humans.
I figured I'd come up. I'd be out there
Yeah,
all
I
night
want to hear about this story.
trying to type that out. Back when I worked at a steel company, and they had a where you had to put into a 401k.
Oh yeah, as part of your
But
work.
that's yeah, but the only thing we could get through that was company stock. So I'd worked there, what, 20 years at that point. And somewhere along the way, the Japanese bought our steel company. And then in 2003, the Japanese decided they wanted to leave. They took all their money out of the bank and they left. They filed bankruptcy, took all their money, and went back to Japan. Well, by doing that, they filed that bankruptcy. The stock went from what it was worth down to zero on the stock market.
So all the employees lost everything?
Yeah. That 88 grand was my part I had put in. That wasn't, yeah, that was my actual input to the fund. That wasn't the extra you get, when the stock goes up and down. That was actual money out of my paycheck that went in there. Oh yeah, there was guys that lost.
That doesn't seem like that should be something people can get away with.
Well,
but they do. They have them too. I didn't lose that much, but I lost them too.
The United Steelworkers was going to sue them in order to get it back, but by the time they would have had to gone to Japan to try and sue them, which meant they would have had to hire an international legal team, and the cost was astronomical. It wasn't worth the effort to go after them.
And they knew that when they did it too.
So how do you stop that? Do you just not let foreign companies come in and buy your stuff?
Well, the sad part is,
I didn't do that. And that Daniel, we know who you are. Like, they may not know who you are. I know who you are. So we appreciate you being so forthcoming with that information.
Wait, Daniel? Who is Daniel?
I know who it is.
He's
based on what
else?
they're saying. Yeah, I know who it is.
Somebody other than Daniel Price. Oh, well.
Yeah, that's not their real name.
Daniel Price.
Yeah. Because we weren't talking about that. We were talking about the stock market crash. And I know that they're related, but we didn't use those words. I said that privately the other day. So don't try me, dude. I'll come. I will come. I'll call the cops and have them to escort me over there so I don't hurt you. So it's that serious. Because if something like that happens again, I don't think any of us are mentally or physically or even like psychologically prepared for what that's going to be like, because we're so fucking spoiled with this internet shit. I know, because I grew up dirt fucking poor. That's why this is part of my job.
Are you talking about the thing about the depression?
Yeah, he just brought that up when he brought that up. Okay, but they do. They do. They pay me in. That's what you're calling it there, buddy? I can read the paperwork out loud in English, but I'm not going to, so you guys can go translate it in your language. I
have no idea what's going on.
I know you don't. That's what I'm saying. I hate it because it's going to get really ugly probably around town tomorrow here where I live.
Well, I
don't care about money. I care about people more than money because I have empathy, and like I don't want people to hurt. I don't want people to suffer. That's what happens when
there's no money to
God
care about around here. If that's what
exactly, it's not real, and it don't grow. I mean, it does grow on trees, but like when the trees are gone, guys, fucking money's gone. They ain't gonna be able to print it no more. And the amount of land that I see getting just taken away and left and right is disgusting. And oh my God, the litter too. Like, I can't deal with it. It's sad.
Do you need
And
to
they know
take
that.
another break, do you think?
What? No, I got to get this done so I can go on vacation. So literally, I have to move. I got to move. I can't stand it. It makes me sad. It makes me sad. It makes me really, really sad.
You mean you have to
Like, and
physically
nobody
move?
wants to talk about the guidestones. Like, I mean, there's no telling how long that dude worked on those. Because I think we're a lot older than we really think we are. Than we realize how old we are. Because we are all made from God. But he had to dumb us down so we could learn the process.
Is this, Daniel, is this in the U.S.? Do they do this here in the U.S. where people only get paid in? I remember when I worked at the bookstore at the mall, I would shop.
What it is
what it
is his business.
And then when I got my paycheck, I would cash it and spend it all in the books. But I was getting paid in cash, but it was me being tempted by the merchandise and spending all of it, putting all of it back into the company. But I'm trying to think of situations like you described where they don't get paid in money. They get paid in like McDonald's bucks to spend on food.
Oh, well, when my dad first hired in at the same steel mill I worked at back in the late 40s, 50s, they still had company housing on property and a company store.
Oh yeah, I've heard of company housing.
Mm.
And that's how they paid them, with their housing, and then gave them credit at the company store.
Because the military has that too. Don't they have the what do they call it? The
PX
commissary? Yeah, that. And they have the military housing, and they have those special stores that you could shop at, like grocery stores. If you have
the commissary is the grocery store.
The commissary.
That's
the
jail.
PX, and the PX is the department store.
Yeah, it was like a big grocery store, except it was
military.
You just had to have military. It was on the military base, and you had to have military ID. But other than that, it was like a big Costco or Sam's.
Yeah, it was a grocery store, the commissary. And then the PX was your department store, where you could go buy electronics and furniture and things like that. But we always got stuff cheaper that way when we were in this, if you was in the service.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, we were National Steel, and the Japanese bought us, and we became. They kept the name National Steel, but then they ran out. So U.S. Steel, United States Steel, bought us, and now United States Steel is trying to sell to the Japanese.
Oh.
I don't know if it's going to fly or not, because Biden's even against it.
Hopefully the employees get a better deal than they did last time. Hopefully they learned from it.
Well, the problem is that the union has been in contact with this Japanese company, and they don't want to honor the agreement, the contract.
No, they're just trying. Yeah.
And United States Steel is the last American-owned steel company there is.
I don't think they understand all that, dude. They don't. I don't think a lot of people understand.
But didn't most of our manufacturing move overseas anyway a long time ago? Like, we lost that battle already.
Well, not steel. We still. But a lot of the steel companies that are still here are owned by foreigners now.
Well, whose fault is that?
They didn't immigrate over here. They were already here, and they moved off, and then they come back.
That sounds like normal capitalism to me. That just sounds like what companies do all the time.
Well, yeah,
they make deals.
But
they
when
sell
it comes
companies, they buy companies.
But when it comes to national defense, you don't want a foreign country running your productions.
Well, whose job is it to make sure that doesn't happen? Like, is
The
that in our
government.
law, or is that just
Yes.
something?
Let's talk. Are we going to talk about that? What this is for? What it really is? Or are we going to talk about it for what it's code? Because I think
Well, I
we're
want to
intelligent enough
start
to know.
with the parts of it that I can understand.
Like
So-
Daniel, the comments all the way back up. Like I didn't never say once that it was about me. I know who that other person is, and yeah, I know I'm probably going to be broke. I don't really care because the money doesn't matter to me because I know where I'm going when I'm done. I can't wait for them to show up with their shotgun and put my ass down.
I don't think that's going to happen.
Oh,
What are
I
we
do. I
talking
will.
about?
I'm not worried about it.
I'm confused.
Y'all would be. Do any of y'all, Chuck? You might not be because you live
No,
closer.
I just got here. Is why I'm confused on the conversation.
No, I've been confused. The like most of the night.
They are. I'm talking about walking, having, you know what I mean, like having to check and make sure everything's right. And it's not.
But
with
I'm
the steel
talking about
company
like
and all
what
that
Chuck's
shit.
saying about the company, the Japanese bought it and the US bought it back, and then now they want to sell to the Japanese seller, but they don't want to honor the contract. But that sounds like normal business, like normal capitalism. There doesn't sound anything out of the ordinary to me. But I don't know because I don't know enough about it. It just from the outside in, it doesn't seem abnormal.
Well, the Americans are too quick to want to make the buck. That's why they sold so much
That's
of
what I'm saying. All of this sounds normal. But you said national security. There would be a reason that you wouldn't want Japan to own this company. But then aren't there people that are in charge of making sure it doesn't happen if it's a national security threat?
Yes, that's why Biden came out against the sale.
Oh, okay. So he has the power to stop it.
Well, he
Yes,
hasn't.
what?
He hadn't exercised the power yet.
But he does have it if it's national security.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. Just
cool.
like the government's got power to make the airline that when the air traffic controllers went on strike,
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
or when the railroad shut down, they had the power to make them go back to work
Get back to work.
because of national security.
Oh, now you want to bring up the unions. So instead of it being a company thing, now you want to bring up the unions. Okay.
Wait,
So no
what?
matter how, I'm reading the comments over here.
Oh, okay.
It's there it is, bro. Take it to trial. That's how I feel. Oh, what was that? Was that a clap back? Yeah, that's what I thought. Nobody likes to get their ass chewed out by a judge. Nobody likes that.
I love watching it on TV. I love seeing other people get their ass chewed out by Judge Judy, Judge Wapner, Judge Mathis, Judge Joe Brown, Judge Marilyn, Judge Jerry, which is Judge Judy's husband.
I don't even know what what's his name? Oh, I know what it is. I think I know what it is. Yeah. But if the unions were supposed to keep like things like what from happening, you mean them rounding up the chicks? Is that what you're talking about? Foreign conglomerate? What's a foreign conglomerate? And who do you say who's foreign? That's why I get aggravated with that stuff. That's why. Oh.
You mean offer? Really. So the unions are the ones that make, but the national security thing would be the unions.
No, that'd be the government.
Outside of national security, unions themselves can influence whether these deals happen, and that's the role.
No, they can't.
That's what Daniel's saying, if I'm reading it right.
Yeah, that's what he's hoping that will happen.
The unions are supposed to keep things like that from happening, but the workers get cut if a foreign conglomerate can offer them.
What it is it's being.
Well, I know the workers get screwed, but the workers know that ahead of time, that they're on the bottom of the hierarchy. they're selling their labor for whatever they negotiate to sell it for, but they don't have the same bargaining power and stakeholder that the people at the top do. I know that any job going in, that the employee is not, I'm the last person in the chain they're looking out for, the minimum wage entry level employee. So you kind of are at the mercy of the company you choose to work for. That's why you have to choose intelligently who you want to work for. That's why they recruit you with different pitches and benefits and all that. So some of it's a trust thing, but there's always that risk.
I was making 38 an hour when I got hurt.
And you got workers' comp or something for that?
I ended up having to take a medical retirement because they wouldn't let me go back to work.
Elle and I wouldn't.
I was telling you guys good night.
Yeah.
I'm laying back.
Huh?
I'm
laying back. Chris.
I'm not feeling well, so I'm going.
Okay, take care, Chris. I'll see you tomorrow. We'll do your script. Yeah, by the way, everyone, we're going to read a little bit of Chris's script tomorrow. So if you want to help with that, show up at our usual time, our 2 p.m. Central.
It's nice talking to you, Barbie. Nice to meet you, Chuck.
Good night. Yeah, I'm gonna
night, Chris.
We've been going for a while.
Chris is back there wobbling. I knew he wasn't feeling good.
And still, I did it twice.
Well, so again, self-care. So that's good.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right. Well.
Okay, guys. I'm gonna jump out of here because I'm gonna finish working on this stupid shit and hopefully get some rest.
Keep taking the breaks when you need to. I think that's a good thing.
Yeah. See, Google just put it for no good reason on the bottom of the screen here. That's all good. Alrighty then. Oh, okay. Oh, that sucks. Okay, I'll talk to you guys next time then. Next time I go live.
Alrighty.
Take care.
Yeah. Oh, why did it black out? Okay, turn it.
All right, Chuck. Anything to end on?
No, I walked in the middle of that
for the worker. Yeah, we all hope it stays for the worker stays, but I know that the worker is not the top priority for the people making these decisions. So I'm also realistic. I never brought that expectation to these situations. Yeah, it's nice if it happens, but I'm realistic.
In our contract, we always had in there the clause that if we were ever sold, that the buying company had to honor our contract. But every time
Japan doesn't want to.
Well, every time somebody's gone to court, they were able to weasel around that part of it. They were
so
able
how
to
does
change.
The company maintain trust? How does it maintain its credibility if that's how it's going to operate? How do the new owners come in and establish the trust they need to establish to do business? If they're not honoring their contracts from the start and all that. That seems like bad business.
I suspect they want the resources more than they want the actual steel making plant.
I mean, other than the national security thing, so what? That if they're buying it for resources, the capitalism lets you do that.
I mean, think about
resources.
Who invented the IC chip? These computer chips.
I don't know.
United States. The United States did. And the people that developed it and made it sold the technology to like Taiwan and Japan and Korea. That's why all the chip makers are over there.
I know. So what?
Well, that's what Biden, was it Trump? I can't remember if it started under Trump, but he was trying to bring some of that back. Some of that manufacturing base.
I don't think that's realistic. That's what I'm saying. I think they've captured, they are the chip manufacturers for the world now. We might bring one or two little companies back, but we are not going to recapture that market. That's done. They've taken that. They've claimed that space on the board.
Well, they kind of learned their lesson when the shutdown happened. and we were unable to get a lot of stuff because it was made in another country.
Like the U.S. learned the lesson, or the other countries?
Yeah, U.S. did. Like all of the medical gear,
Well, I mean,
the
I'm
masks,
sure
the
we knew it
gloves.
then when we started to outsource. I'm sure we were not blind to the risk and the dangers, and
Yeah,
so
so
we took them anyway. And this is just one of the consequences of that. But I don't
yep.
think that's going to long term make us all of a sudden revive our manufacturing.
I hope we do.
I think people that are hinging their hopes on that are being
well, we need a
idealistic.
mixture. We can't be a completely service orientated economy.
We need to figure out what we're good at and do that. And I think we have brain power. We have people like diversity.
Oh yeah, we got everything here to do it.
I think we leverage the strengths that we do have. If we outsource manufacturing, which that happened a long time ago, and I don't know why we did, but we did it for a reason at the time. We're not getting that back. So we need to find what we are good at now. And I know that if we do it right, immigration is one of our strengths, because we can recruit the best and the brightest from across the world and harness their abilities. Innovation, research. If we get our universities back, that's another thing that we didn't just lose manufacturing, we lost our intellectual institutions.
Big time. That's for sure. I don't know what Barbie was all upset about. I walked into a hornet's nest on that one.
She's having her moment.
Yeah, I was totally lost. That's why I shut up there for a couple of minutes, because I didn't know what was going on.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. But
I thought she was talking about stock market. Didn't seem like she was talking
well,
about
that was in the
something
comments. Somebody in the comments, I think, was talking about stock markets.
But, all right, Jeff, I'll get off here and let you sign off.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna wrap up. I guess it's a slow night. Hey, Auntie, we're just about wrapping up, but welcome. Let me see this. Good luck with that. Not we can make obscene amounts of knots. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This is how big. If I had a corporation and my goal was to maximize profit and minimize costs, I would be doing the same type of stuff. That seems like normal capitalism. Nobody that's involved in business at that level is freaking out about any of this. They're like, yeah, this is day-to-day business. So I'm not sure, like when people bring it up, I'm not sure the larger point that they're going with it. Do they object to it? Do they think it's sinister, corrupt? Because I just think, so what? Yeah, that sounds like business, what business people do. So what? So that's all. That's where I'm coming at it from. But anyway, we'll hang on, I'm multitasking. Sorry. We'll wrap up here, and tomorrow we're gonna try to read some of Chris's script. I think we need 2 girls or guys that want to play girls, and a couple of guys that want to play guys, or maybe girls can play guys. Who knows? We'll figure out tomorrow. Have fun with it, and then that's it. So we'll see you then. I think Machine is still streaming. If y'all need a place to go, let me drop his link. So, but at least it's something to watch if y'all want to go hang out there. And other than that, see you tomorrow. Take care. Have a good rest of your Saturday night. Do something fun for yourself. Keep the party going. Take breaks when you need to. Self-care when you need to. Reach out when you need to. Make those connections that you need to keep that support network going. And I'll see you tomorrow. There you go. Take care.